So they explained to me that this type of itch, it can be caused by rare types of blood cancer, and it can also be caused by the hepatitis C virus. Of course, they're not actually going to know if it's one thing or the other until they're able to run all of the tests that they have planned, but they did advise me that this would be an expensive journey to embark on. He really emphasised that I should prepare for the costs to be open-ended, because I guess not even they know what they're going to find or how far this is going to go. I know the jump-in target is significant. I know to go from £10,000 to £250,000 is a lot. But I really hope you understand when I tell you that my initial target was just an extremely uneducated guess. Please, please, please do help me to spread the word of the fact that I am trying to raise more money in order to get me back to Germany and to allow me to go onto a treatment plan with the University of Munster. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to talk to you about why I have raised my GoFundMe target by so much. So if you've been keeping an eye on my GoFundMe, then you may have noticed that I've recently increased my target by quite a significant amount. And in today's video I just wanted to explain why. So my target originally started at £10,000 because of the fact that I was never actually ever given any kind of estimate as to what moving my medical journey into private healthcare may mean for me financially. After attending my very first appointment, which was on the 6th of May, I've since realised that the cost of that first trip, the cost of the actual consultation, the cost of the travel, the cost of the accommodation, everything that I've spent on that first trip is essentially my first appointment. So at my appointment, the doctors told me that they have quite a few tests that they would like to run because they are fairly concerned that my itching could be being caused by an underlying condition, which I've been afraid of for as long as I can remember. So they explained to me that this type of itch can be caused by different types of blood diseases. It can be caused by rare types of blood cancer, and it can also be caused by the hepatitis C virus. On the other hand, it could be being caused by something as simple as an intolerance or an allergy, which if that's the case, they do believe that they have a fairly good chance of treating it and improving the symptoms. Of course, they're not actually going to know if it's one thing or the other until they're able to run all of the tests that they have planned and come to a more conclusive decision on what my treatment plan will be moving forward. Obviously, depending on what they find to be the cause of the itch, that would impact what kind of treatment route they would take. So as of right now, I'm back in the UK, and the first trip cost way more than I initially expected. It seemed like at every possible twist and turn, I ran into extra hurdles because of trying to travel during the pandemic. Literally feels like at every possible opportunity, companies and businesses can charge you right now. They will. Lord knows they will. So the doctors in Germany have told me that I would need to come back to Germany, where they'd want me to stay for a minimum of 5 days in the hospital. I haven't got a date set yet for the appointment, and I haven't yet paid for my inpatient stay. I'm waiting for them to let me know about bed availability, and they're going to call me and arrange an appointment date with me and take a payment for that stay. During the course of the stay, they've said that they're going to conduct a series of tests. They're going to start off with blood tests, which will be looking for various blood diseases, blood cancers such as polycythemia vera and the hepatitis C virus, all of which can induce a similar itching and burning to the one that I have when I come into contact with water. If you follow me because you experience a similar type of itch to me, then I don't want that to make you panic. Obviously, this does apply to my case, especially because of the fact that I've been in treatment for as long as I have, and my doctor, when advising this, has a full overview of all of the medications and all of the treatments that I've previously tried. So he is able to kind of know that those things are to be tested for because of the fact that I've been suffering with the same untreatable symptoms for such a long time. They also want to do intolerance testing for me, so they're going to test to see if I'm allergic to certain types of foods, to certain types of drinks, certain types of metals, certain things that I could be coming into contact with on a daily basis or ingesting on a daily basis, but I may not know, and therefore I can't avoid it. It could just be expressing itself through my skin, but we're not going to know about that until we test for it. So that's what they're going to be doing. And following the intolerance test, they are going to assess my diet and sort of work out what is best for me to be eating and not eating based on the results of my intolerance testing. They've also said that during that 5-day stay, they're going to conduct a biopsy. They're going to take little pieces of skin from different parts of my leg where they can test the skin and analyse the skin really close up to see if they can kind of see in a lab what's going on. They told me that they couldn't tell me how much private medical care with them may cost, but they did advise me that this would be an expensive journey to embark on. They couldn't really give me much more than that. It made me nervous. He really emphasised that I should prepare for the costs to be open-ended, because I guess not even they know what they're going to find or how far this is going to go. That conversation was honestly terrifying to me. Like, since I got back from Germany, I've kind of been torn between accepting the fact that I may not be able to get this treatment if I don't raise more money to help me do so. So where I am now, I am at the point where I'm waiting for the clinic to contact me and let me know what the cost of my entire 5-day inpatient stay will be, which I will of course have to pay for up front before I can actually book the date for when I will be returning to Germany to see the doctor again. I know the jump in target is significant. I know to go from £10,000 to £250,000 is a lot. But I really hope you understand when I tell you that my initial target was just an extremely uneducated guess. I've been a patient of the NHS my entire life, so I'm honestly finding the costs of private medical care to be absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I have never seen anything like it. So please forgive me for undershooting what I thought that I'd initially need, because I feel that I was just being naive, because to me £10,000 is so much money. I thought that would be enough. A lot of you guys have also asked me about healthcare insurance and why I don't have healthcare insurance. So where I'm from, the UK, we pay taxes into our NHS, which is why we have free healthcare, because when we work, that's what our taxes go towards, and then in turn we get free healthcare treatment from the NHS, in the sense that we don't get billed at the end of our appointments, at the end of our treatments, at the end of our stays. However, in the UK you can still get health insurance. Before I got ill, I didn't have health insurance. I started to show real severe symptoms of this skin condition when I was around 17-ish. Once my skin condition started to develop and once I got a diagnosis, it actually made me unable to get a health insurance policy because of the fact that I already had such a rare and difficult and untreatable illness already. So it made health insurance quite difficult for me to get, which I obviously looked into as soon as I started to get ill, because I did consider the fact that this may not be something that would be free forever. Now, when I did first get ill, I was working full-time and I had a healthcare policy with them. However, it was just an employee's policy, so it didn't actually cover the extent of the illness that I have. With this skin condition, it falls outside the box of a lot of categories, and if I'm completely honest, insurance companies can find it extremely easy to get out of helping me because of the fact that I've had such a hard time being treated and responding to treatment, and yeah, it's just a mess. So healthcare insurance was never an option for me and is not an option for me now. The NHS are unable to cover to go and get the treatment in Germany because I am technically a patient of the NHS still. The NHS are still trying with me, but it's that they're ignoring my concerns. If I'm completely honest with you, I've been telling my doctor in London about the symptoms of bone pain and bone aching for well over a year. I've been saying to him, it doesn't feel right, it's really painful and there's nothing I can do that soothes it, and it pops up randomly. So sometimes I'll be fine and other times I just have such a dull, severe ache in my bones. I've asked them to look into it so many times and they brush it under the carpet and brush it under the carpet. And then when I went to Germany and spoke to my new doctor, he actually said that bone and joint pain can be a symptom of the hepatitis C virus, which is part of the reason why he wants to test for that. So already I feel like I am being listened to so significantly more than I was being listened to under the NHS, simply because they're pressed for resources. But unfortunately that doesn't make me any better, and all I want in this world is to get better. So that's why I'm coming to you guys to ask for help once more. Please help me to raise this money, and please help me to be able to go and see this treatment out in Germany. So as you guys did when I first posted my GoFundMe page, please, please, please do help me to spread the word of the fact that I am trying to raise more money in order to get me back to Germany and to allow me to go onto a treatment plan with the University of Munster. I really do hope that I will never need the amount of money that I've raised the target to. I just kind of feel like I have to do everything that I can to equip myself to be able to see this journey the entire way through. So to aim higher than I may need, to me feels less humiliating than aiming too low like I originally did and having to come back and ask for more help. If it does become the case that I raise more than I need for my treatment costs, I will donate the leftover money to another person's medical treatment, whether that be a sufferer of aquagenic pruritus or something else. If I raise too much, I will pass this on in a pay it forward type style, so that your money, no matter whether all of it goes towards my treatment or not, it will go towards helping someone. The link to my GoFundMe is in the description box so that you can head straight there and donate if you wanted to. Or if you don't want to do that, you could even just share this by sending it to your friends, send it to your group message on WhatsApp, just send it around and help me spread the word that I need some help right now. I hope you know that I am so eternally grateful for your support and for coming along with me on this scary ass journey. I love you guys.